That $7 organic frozen meal contains the same exact additives as conventional junk food. I'm not kidding. The organic industry is a $30 billion fraud built on your trust and ignorance. Corporations bought every major organic brand you recognize, stripped out quality, kept premium prices, and bet you would not read ingredient labels. The USDA lets them use over 200 synthetic chemicals, run factory farms, import fraudulent products from China, and still call it organic. You are paying triple for industrial garbage with an organic sticker. Here are 10 brands proving organic is a complete scam. Number 10, Horizon Organic Milk. You walk into any American grocery store and see Horizon Organic Milk prominently displayed. The carton shows happy cows grazing on green pastures. You pay nearly double the price, believing you are supporting small family farms and buying milk from cows that live outdoors, eating grass. You are almost certainly buying milk from industrial factory farms where thousands of cows live in confinement with minimal pasture access. Horizon Organic is owned by Danone, a massive multinational corporation. They operate some of the largest organic dairy facilities in America, including operations in Idaho with thousands of cows. These facilities are concentrated animal feeding operations, or CAFOs, where cows are packed into crowded feedlots and given minimal outdoor access that technically meets USDA organic requirements but violates what consumers expect organic to mean. The USDA organic regulations require that organic dairy cows have access to pasture during the grazing season, but the regulations do not specify how much pasture access or for how long. This loophole allows industrial organic dairies like Horizon to provide minimal pasture access, sometimes just a small dirt lot, while cows spend most time in confinement eating organic grain. The Cornucopia Institute investigated Horizon Organic and gave it a 1 cow rating out of 5 on their organic dairy scorecard, the lowest possible rating. They found that Horizon operates massive factory farms concentrating thousands of cows in industrial settings with minimal meaningful pasture access. When you buy Horizon Organic Milk, you pay premium prices, believing cows live better lives on pasture. But Horizon's industrial operations provide cow welfare barely better than conventional factory farms. The milk itself meets USDA organic certification because cows are fed organic feed and not given antibiotics. But this is organic in name only. Horizon Organic operates factory farms labeled as organic, but the next industrial organic brand has taken over the entire organic produce market. Number 9, Earthbound Farm Organic. Earthbound Farm is the largest organic produce brand in America. You probably buy their organic spring mix or baby spinach regularly. The label creates an image of small family farms, but the reality is completely different. Earthbound Farm operates massive industrial farms spanning thousands of acres, growing organic monocultures using methods barely different from conventional industrial agriculture. Earthbound Farm was purchased by White Wave Foods in 2013, then acquired by Danone in 2017. They operate enormous farms in California, Arizona, and Mexico, growing single crops across hundreds of acres using industrial equipment, plastic mulches, and organic pesticides sprayed by tractors. The problem with industrial organic monoculture is that it violates the ecological principles on which organic agriculture was founded. True organic farming emphasizes biodiversity, crop rotation, building healthy soil, and working with natural cycles. Earthbound Farm's industrial model focuses on maximizing production just like conventional agriculture, simply substituting organic inputs for synthetic ones. Earthbound grows the same crop on the same land repeatedly, using approved organic pesticides to control pests. They rely on off-farm organic fertilizers trucked in rather than building soil fertility through on-farm composting. They use plastic mulches and industrial materials that create waste. The vegetables meet organic certification because they are grown without synthetic pesticides. But you are buying industrially produced monoculture vegetables that happen to use organic inputs. The nutritional quality and environmental impact barely differ from conventional industrial agriculture. Earthbound Farm industrialized organic produce, but the next major organic brand is owned by the same corporation that makes Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs. Number 8, Cascadian Farm. Walk down the organic frozen food aisle and you will see Cascadian Farm products. The branding emphasizes natural imagery, suggesting a small, independent organic farm. Cascadian Farm is actually owned by General Mills, one of the largest multinational food corporations in America, the same company that makes Lucky Charms and Cocoa Puffs. General Mills purchased Cascadian Farm in 1999 and industrialized production, sourcing organic ingredients from massive contracted farms and processing them in industrial facilities. facilities. You are buying organic ingredients processed by a junk food manufacturer. Cascadian Farm products contain organic oats and organic sugar, but also natural flavors and processed ingredients that make them nutritionally similar to conventional products. The USDA organic standards allow natural flavors, but these are complex chemical compounds that can contain dozens of components identical to synthetic flavors. Cascadian Farm includes synthetic vitamins in its organic cereals. The USDA allows certain synthetic vitamins in organic foods, but adding synthetic vitamins to organic cereal is at odds with organic principles. Real organic food should get nutrition from nutrient-dense ingredients, not synthetic fortification. General Mills uses organic certification as a marketing tool to charge premium prices while maintaining industrial processing methods. They benefit when organic regulations allow more synthetic additives and industrial practices. Cascadian Farm is an organic junk food by General Mills, but the next beloved organic brand makes mac and cheese with questionable ingredients. Number 7. Annie's Homegrown. Annie's Homegrown built its brand on being the wholesome alternative to Kraft mac and cheese. Parents buy Annie's, thinking they are supporting an independent organic brand. Annie's was purchased by General Mills in 2014 for $820 million. You are now buying organic processed foods made by the same corporation that produces conventional junk food. Since General Mills acquired Annie's, the products still carry organic certification, but are no longer made by a small independent company. They are manufactured in the same industrial food system as other General Mills products. Annie's organic mac and cheese contains organic pasta and cheese powder, but also natural flavors without specification. The USDA organic certification allows natural flavors, but consumers buying Annie's to avoid mysterious ingredients do not realize that natural flavors can be highly processed additives. Annie's products also contain synthetic vitamins, just like conventional processed foods. These synthetic vitamins are allowed under organic regulations, but are chemically manufactured in pharmaceutical facilities. General Mills has watered down what made Annie's special. Before acquisition, Annie's sourced from smaller organic suppliers with stricter standards. After General Mills took over, sourcing shifted to the cheapest certified organic suppliers, meeting minimum standards. Annie's was sold out to General Mills, but the next organic brand has a controversial production method that many argue should not be certified organic at all. Number 6. Driscoll's Organic. Berries. Driscoll's is the largest berry brand in America, and their organic berries are everywhere. You pay premium prices for organic strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries bearing the Driscoll's label and USDA organic certification. Many of these berries are grown hydroponically in industrial greenhouse operations using methods that traditional organic farmers argue should not qualify as organic at all. Hydroponics means growing plants without soil, instead using nutrient solutions delivered directly to plant roots through water systems. Large-scale hydroponic operations grow berries in greenhouses using containers filled with inert growing media like coconut fiber, feeding plants with liquid organic nutrients. This allows year-round production in controlled environments with very high yields per square foot. The organic farming community has been fighting against allowing hydroponic operations to be certified organic since the 1990s. Traditional organic farmers argue that soil is fundamental to organic agriculture. Building healthy living soil through composting, cover cropping, and natural soil ecology is a cornerstone of organic principles. Hydroponic systems bypass soil entirely, which critics say violates the foundational philosophy of organic farming. Despite these objections, the USDA decided in 2017 to continue allowing hydroponic operations to be certified organic. This decision was heavily influenced by large corporations that had invested in industrial hydroponic facilities and wanted to access the premium organic market. Traditional small-scale soil-based organic farmers cannot compete with the efficiency and year-round production of industrial hydroponic operations. Driscoll's sources organic berries from both traditional soil-based farms and hydroponic operations. They do not distinguish on the label which production method was used. When you buy Driscoll's organic strawberries, you might be getting berries grown in living soil by farmers carefully building soil health, or you might be getting berries grown in a warehouse using coconut fiber and liquid nutrients. The organic certification makes no distinction. The hydroponic controversy matters because it represents the industrialization of organic agriculture. Allowing hydroponic operations to be certified organic means massive corporations can build industrial greenhouse facilities and compete directly with traditional organic farmers who invest years building soil health. It fundamentally changes what organic means, shifting from an ecological farming system to merely a list of approved and prohibited inputs. Driscoll's sells hydroponic berries as organic, but the next industrial organic brand has concerning sourcing practices for root vegetables. Number 5. Cal Organic Carrots. Cal Organic is owned by Grimway Farms, the largest carrot producer in the world. They dominate the organic carrot market in America, supplying organic carrots to virtually every major grocery chain. Their organic carrots come from massive industrial farms in California's Central Valley, where they grow thousands of acres of carrots in continuous monoculture using industrial equipment and methods. These enormous organic carrot operations are often located directly adjacent to conventional farms growing crops with synthetic pesticides. Pesticide drift from neighboring conventional farms is a significant problem. Wind carries pesticide spray onto adjacent organic fields, contaminating organic crops with the very chemicals organic certification is supposed to avoid. Organic farmers can do little to prevent drift contamination from neighbors. Studies have found pesticide residues on organic produce that can only have come from drift contamination. While organic certification rules prohibit the intentional use of synthetic pesticides, they have limited mechanisms for dealing with inadvertent contamination from neighboring farms. If an organic farm can demonstrate they did not intentionally apply prohibited substances, it can maintain certification even if residue testing finds synthetic pesticides on its crops. Cal Organic carrots are grown in some of the most intensive agricultural regions in America, surrounded by conventional operations using synthetic pesticides. The likelihood of some drift contamination is high. You are paying premium prices for organic carrots that may contain pesticide residues, defeating the primary reason most people buy organic produce. Beyond the drift issue, Cal Organic represents the same industrialization of organic farming seen with Earthbound Farm. These are not small diversified farms carefully tending the soil. They are industrial monoculture operations that happen to use organic inputs. They grow carrots continuously on the same land, rely on off-farm organic fertilizers trucked in from elsewhere, and use industrial equipment and methods that barely differ from conventional farming. The carrots themselves are heavily processed after harvest. They are mechanically topped, washed in chlorinated water baths to extend shelf life, sorted by industrial machines, and packaged in plastic bags in facilities that process both organic and conventional produce on the same equipment. Cross-contamination between organic and conventional products in shared processing facilities is another concern that organic certification does not adequately address. Cal Organic industrialized organic carrots, but the next store brand organic line has serious quality control and sourcing problems. Number 4, Kirkland Signature Organic. Costco's Kirkland Signature Organic line includes everything from milk and eggs to produce and pantry staples. Costco has become one of the largest organic retailers in America, and its Kirkland organic products offer lower prices than other organic brands. These low prices should make you question where Kirkland sources their organic products and how they maintain organic integrity across their massive supply chain. Costco imports substantial quantities of organic products from countries with less stringent organic certification oversight. Kirkland organic frozen vegetables often come from Turkey, China, and other countries where organic certification fraud is well documented. The USDA relies on foreign certifying agents to verify organic integrity overseas, but these foreign operations have limited resources and accountability. Import fraud in organic products is a significant problem that the USDA has struggled to control. A 2020 investigation by the Washington Post found that massive shipments of fraudulent organic grain entered the United States from Turkey, Romania, and Ukraine. These shipments were labeled organic despite coming from farms that could not possibly have produced the volumes claimed or met organic standards. The fraud involved fake documentation, corrupt certifiers, and criminal enterprises enterprises exploiting gaps in international organic oversight. When you buy Kirkland signature organic products, especially imported items, you are trusting that Costco and the USDA have verified the organic integrity of products coming from overseas suppliers with minimal transparency. The supply chains are long and complex, with multiple intermediaries between the original farm and your grocery cart. Each step creates opportunities for fraud, mislabeling, or contamination with conventional products. Kirkland organic products also represent a purchasing strategy where Costco contracts with the lowest bidder who can meet USDA organic certification requirements. This drives suppliers to cut corners and find the cheapest possible certified organic ingredients, regardless of quality beyond minimum standards. You are not getting carefully sourced organic products from vetted suppliers. You are getting whatever Costco's buyers could procure at the lowest cost while maintaining technical organic certification. The low prices that make Kirkland organic attractive also reveal the problem. Genuinely high-quality organic products from well-managed farms cost more to produce because they involve higher labor costs, more careful farming practices, and better oversight. When organic products are priced barely above conventional equivalents, it suggests shortcuts in sourcing, quality, or integrity. Kirkland Organic has questionable sourcing, but the next store brand organic line from a major grocery chain has similar problems. Number 3. Simple Truth Organic. Simple Truth Organic is Kroger's store brand organic line, found in Kroger, Fred Meyer, Ralph's, King Soopers, and other Kroger-owned grocery chains. Like Kirkland at Costco, Simple Truth represents a massive retailer entering the organic market by contracting with the cheapest suppliers who can meet minimum USDA organic standards. Quality and sourcing integrity take a back seat to hitting price points that allow Kroger to undercut other organic brands. Simple Truth sources organic products from around the world, often from countries where organic certification oversight is weak. Their organic frozen vegetables and fruits frequently come from China, Turkey, and other countries with documented problems with organic fraud. The products meet technical USDA organic certification, but the verification process for imports is inadequate to catch systematic fraud. China in particular has a well-documented history of organic fraud. Chinese organic operations have been caught using prohibited pesticides, falsifying documentation, and mislabeling conventional products as organic. The Chinese domestic organic market is relatively small, yet China exports enormous quantities of organic products to America and Europe. The mathematics does not add up, suggesting significant fraud in the supply chain. When you buy Simple Truth organic frozen edamame, organic ginger, organic garlic, or other products sourced from China, you are trusting that somewhere in the complex supply chain, someone verified the organic integrity of these products. Given the well-documented problems with Chinese organic exports, this trust is often misplaced. You are likely paying premium prices for conventional products that were labeled organic through fraudulent documentation. Simple Truth also includes domestic organic products, but these suffer from the same lowest bidder sourcing strategy. Kroger contracts with whichever suppliers offer the lowest price while meeting minimum organic certification. This drives suppliers to cut corners, use minimal organic practices beyond what regulations require, and prioritize volume and cost reduction over quality. The Simple Truth brand marketing emphasizes transparency and quality, but the actual sourcing practices reveal a different priority. Kroger wants to capture organic market share by offering lower prices than competing organic brands, which requires finding the cheapest possible certified organic suppliers regardless of actual quality or practices beyond minimum standards. Simple Truth uses questionable imports and lowest bidder sourcing, but the next supposedly premium organic store brand from Whole Foods has similar issues despite their reputation. Number 2, 365 Whole Foods Organic. Not as whole as you think. You shop at Whole Foods specifically because you believe they maintain higher standards than regular grocery stores. The 365 Whole Foods Market Store brand, including their organic line, benefits from this reputation. You assume 365 organic products are carefully sourced from vetted suppliers, meeting high standards beyond basic USDA certification. The reality is more complicated. Whole Foods, now owned by Amazon, sources 365 organic products using similar lowest bidder strategies as other store brands. Since Amazon purchased Whole Foods in 2017, the pressure to reduce prices and increase profitability has intensified. The 365 brand expanded rapidly with products sourced from contracted manufacturers chosen primarily on price. While some 365 365 organic products come from quality suppliers. Many are sourced from the same industrial organic operations and overseas importers that supply Kirkland and Simple Truth. Whole Foods has faced multiple controversies over product quality and pricing in their 365 brand. Investigations have found inconsistent quality control, products with misleading health claims, and sourcing from suppliers that do not align with the values Whole Foods markets. The organic line is not exempt from these problems. You are paying Whole Foods premium prices for organic products that may come from the same questionable suppliers as cheaper store brands at other retailers. The 365 organic line includes many imported products from China, Turkey, and other countries with organic fraud concerns. Whole Foods does not provide transparency about exactly where 365 organic products come from or which suppliers they use. You are trusting the Whole Foods reputation without verification that their sourcing actually differs from other retailers. Whole Foods also sells many 365 organic products that contain the same questionable ingredients seen in other organic brands. Natural flavors, processed additives, synthetic vitamins, gums, and stabilizers appear throughout the 365 organic packaged foods. The products meet USDA organic certification, but they are still heavily processed foods manufactured in industrial facilities using ingredients that traditional organic advocates would question. The fundamental issue is that Whole Foods benefits from a reputation as a higher standard retailer while increasingly operating like a conventional grocery chain focused on volume and margins. The 365 brand allows them to compete on price while maintaining the Whole Foods name association with quality, but the actual sourcing and product quality of 365 organic often does not justify the premium prices or the reputation. 365 Whole Foods trades on reputation while using questionable sourcing, but the number one problem affects all organic products regardless of brand because of USDA regulatory loopholes. Number 1. Amy's Kitchen Organic Frozen Meals. Amy's Kitchen is probably the most trusted name in organic frozen meals across America. You reach for Amy's organic products because the packaging shows wholesome imagery and promises made with organic ingredients. Parents buy Amy's frozen meals believing they are providing genuinely healthy organic food that is minimally processed. You are paying premium prices for highly processed frozen meals that contain multiple controversial synthetic additives allowed under USDA organic regulations. Amy's Kitchen built its brand on being the healthy alternative to conventional frozen dinners. Their products carry USDA organic certification and cost significantly more than conventional frozen meals. But read the ingredient labels carefully and you will find a long list of additives, gums, stabilizers, and mysterious ingredients that most consumers would never expect in supposedly clean organic food. Look at Amy's organic black bean enchilada meal. The ingredients include organic beans and tortillas, but also carrageenan, a controversial additive linked to digestive inflammation in multiple research studies. Carrageenan undergoes extensive industrial processing, and research suggests it may damage the intestinal lining and promote inflammation. The Cornucopia Institute has petitioned the USDA repeatedly to ban carrageenan from organic products because of documented health concerns. Despite substantial scientific evidence of potential harm, the USDA has consistently voted to keep carrageenan on the allowed list because large organic food manufacturers lobby heavily to maintain permission to use it. Carrageenan is cheap and improves texture in frozen foods. Amy's products also contain organic natural flavors throughout their ingredient lists. Natural flavors sound healthy, but they are highly processed chemical compounds extracted from natural sources through industrial methods. A single natural flavor can contain dozens of different chemical components isolated, concentrated, and recombined in laboratories to create specific taste profiles. Many Amy's products contain multiple gums and stabilizers, including xanthan gum, guar gum, and locust bean gum. These additives improve texture and extend shelf life. While approved for organic use, they are highly processed industrial additives. Some research suggests these gums may negatively affect gut bacteria and digestive health when consumed regularly. Amy's frozen meals also include synthetic vitamins added for fortification. You will find synthetic vitamin D, synthetic vitamin B12, and synthetic folic acid throughout their product line. These synthetic vitamins are produced in pharmaceutical factories using industrial chemical processes. The philosophy behind organic food should be getting nutrition from whole food ingredients, not synthetic vitamin fortification. The fundamental problem is that Amy's products represent highly industrialized processed food manufacturing that happens to use organic ingredients. They are complex engineered food products containing numerous additives designed specifically to create shelf-stable frozen meals that can sit in warehouses and grocery store freezers for months while maintaining acceptable taste and texture profiles. Amy's charges $5 to $7 per frozen meal, 2 to 3 times more than conventional equivalents. But the actual nutritional quality and overall ingredient integrity do not justify these premium prices at all. You are paying for organic certification and wholesome marketing while getting industrially processed frozen meals containing many of the same questionable additives as conventional products. Amy's Kitchen proves that USDA organic certification allows heavily processed frozen meals loaded with controversial additives to be labeled organic and sold at premium prices. So what should you do to find genuinely organic food? Buy from local farmers at farmers markets, where you can ask detailed questions about growing practices and see farming operations firsthand. Look for organic certifications beyond USDA like certified naturally grown or biodynamic certification, which maintains stricter standards and closer oversight. Support small-scale organic farms practicing regenerative agriculture beyond minimum requirements. Farms genuinely building soil health and ecosystem resilience. Read labels carefully and avoid organic processed foods with long ingredient lists containing mysterious additives and synthetic vitamins. Recognize that the organic label alone does not guarantee quality or genuinely different agricultural practices from conventional industrial farming. Research brands extensively to find companies maintaining high standards beyond USDA minimums and provide real transparency about sourcing. Be willing to pay significantly more for products from transparent suppliers with verifiable sourcing and a genuine commitment to organic principles rather than minimal regulatory compliance. Demand stronger organic regulations that close loopholes exploited by industrial agriculture. Ban questionable synthetics from the allowed list, prevent industrial operations from dominating organic markets, and restore organic agriculture to its founding principles. The fight for genuine organic food that meets consumer expectations is not over, but it requires informed consumers who refuse to accept the industrialized version of organic that corporate agriculture is systematically selling you at premium prices while delivering minimal differences from conventional products.